Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but today we are diving these top 5 rare and valuable Lincoln penny. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a coin that might be lurking in your pocket or piggy bank, the 1977 United States 1-cent coin. You might think it's just a penny, but this little piece of currency has an intriguing history and a surprising value. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover just how much this penny could be worth. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1977 penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. The reverse side, which showcases the famous wheat ears, was standard until 1959, after which it was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design. In 1977, the U.S. Mint was producing coins during a period of economic change. The country was experiencing inflation, and many collectors were just beginning to take an interest in numismatics as a hobby. The 1977 penny was produced in large quantities, over 4 billion were minted that year. However, what makes some of these coins stand out are specific minting anomalies that can dramatically increase their value. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1977 penny. On the obverse, you'll find Lincoln's image, a symbol of American unity and perseverance. The inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," reflect the country's values and principles. The reverse features the iconic 1 cent, along with the wheat ears, a nod to America's agricultural roots. But what truly adds character to the 1977 penny is the history behind its minting. Some coins from this year feature unique characteristics due to errors or variations that occurred during the production process. These distinctions are what make them particularly appealing to collectors. So, what makes the 1977 penny so special in the eyes of collectors? The answer lies in its rarity and the condition of specific examples. While most of these coins are relatively common, a few have emerged with notable minting errors. For instance, the 1977 penny has been found with what's called a double die error. This means that the design was struck twice, creating a distinct doubling effect on certain features. Coins with these kinds of errors are highly sought after. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for these unique pieces because their value can skyrocket compared to standard coins. While a typical 1977 penny may only be worth 1 cent, an error coin could fetch thousands, depending on its condition and the severity of the error. In addition to the double die errors, the 1977 penny can also come in various mint marks: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. The mint mark indicates where the coin was produced, and each location can affect the coin's rarity and value. For instance, a 1977 S penny, produced in San Francisco, can be particularly valuable if it's in uncirculated condition. Similarly, finding a 1977 penny with a significant error can send collectors into a frenzy. These variants make the world of coin collecting even more exciting, as no two coins are exactly alike. Now, let's talk about what these coins are worth in today's market. Most 1977 pennies can be found for just a few cents, especially if they've seen regular circulation. However, uncirculated coins, particularly those with mint errors, can fetch much higher prices. For instance, coins in excellent condition or with the aforementioned double die error have been known to sell for thousands of dollars at auction. To give you an idea of just how much a rare 1977 penny can be worth, some recent sales have seen these error coins reaching astonishing figures. In fact, one specific example of a rare 1977 penny sold for an incredible $53,000. So, there you have it. The 1977 United States 1-cent coin might seem ordinary at first glance, but it holds the potential for extraordinary value, especially if you're lucky enough to find a rare variant or error. If you've got some old pennies lying around, now might be the perfect time to take a closer look. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future explorations. Top 2, we're focusing on a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth an extraordinary sum, the 1982 United States 1-cent coin. You might think of it as just another penny, but stick around as we dive into its fascinating history, unique features, and the jaw-dropping value it can hold. By the end, you'll learn just how much this little coin could be worth. Let's start with a bit of context. The 1982 penny marks a significant transition in U.S. coinage. Before this year, the Lincoln cent was primarily made of copper. However, due to rising metal costs, the U.S. Mint decided to change the composition of the penny. This year saw the introduction of a new alloy, a core of zinc coated with a thin layer of copper. This change not only altered the coin's weight and feel but also made it a subject of intrigue among collectors. The transition in materials was a response to economic pressures, and the 1982 penny serves as a reflection of that time. With a massive production of over 7 billion coins that year, you might think these pennies are a dime a dozen, but not so fast. Some 1982 pennies are quite rare and can fetch impressive prices. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1982 penny. On the obverse side, we see the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity and perseverance. Surrounding Lincoln are the words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," both of which hold deep significance in American culture. Flipping the coin over, we find the reverse side featuring the iconic design of the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to Lincoln's legacy. This design was used on pennies from 1959 until 2008, making the 1982 penny a beloved piece of history for many collectors. So, what makes the 1982 penny special in the eyes of collectors? The answer lies in its composition and the unique characteristics that some coins possess. While most 1982 pennies are made of the new zinc composition, a few were mistakenly minted with the old copper alloy. These copper 1982 pennies are extremely rare and can command a hefty price tag in the collector's market. Additionally, some 1982 pennies exhibit minting errors, such as double die varieties or unusual markings. These errors can significantly increase a coin's desirability and value, making the 1982 penny a must-have for serious collectors. In 1982, the U.S. Mint produced pennies with multiple mint marks: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. The mint mark can play a crucial role in determining a coin's rarity. For example, the 1982 S-proof pennies were produced in smaller quantities and are sought after by collectors. Among the notable variations are the 1982 copper pennies, which were produced in limited numbers before the minting switched entirely to the zinc composition. Finding a 1982 penny with the S mint mark in copper can make it exceptionally valuable. These unique features create a treasure hunt for collectors seeking to complete their collections. Now, let's talk about the market value of the 1982 penny. While most circulated examples of this coin are worth just 1 cent, the rarer versions can command extraordinary prices. Uncirculated coins or those with significant minting errors can reach impressive values, making them highly desirable in the collector community. For example, one specific 1982 copper penny, particularly well preserved and with the right mint mark, has been known to sell for an astonishing $47,000. So there you have it. The 1982 United States 1-cent coin may look like just another penny, but it holds the potential for incredible value, especially if you stumble upon one of the rare copper variants or a coin with minting errors. If you have some old pennies lying around, it's worth taking a closer look. Top 3, we're focusing on a seemingly ordinary coin that could have extraordinary value, the 1980 United States 1-cent coin. You might think it's just another penny, but as we dive into its history, unique features, and market value, you'll see just how much this little coin could be worth. So stick around, because you won't want to miss this. Let's start with a little background. The 1980 penny is part of the famous Lincoln cent series, which has been around since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny features the beloved image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. It symbolizes resilience and unity in American history. In 1980, the U.S. Mint was in the midst of significant changes. The country was dealing with economic challenges, including high inflation and rising costs of metal. As a result, the composition of the penny was under scrutiny. However, in 1980, the traditional copper composition was still in use for most of the pennies minted, making this year an interesting bridge in coinage history. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1980 penny. On the front, you'll see Lincoln's profile, surrounded by the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." These inscriptions reflect the core values of the United States and pay homage to one of its greatest leaders. Flipping the coin over, the reverse side showcases the iconic design of the Lincoln Memorial, which was used on pennies from 1959 to 2008. The memorial serves as a tribute to Lincoln's legacy and represents American heritage, but what makes the 1980 penny particularly interesting are the variations and unique features that can impact its value. So, what sets the 1980 penny apart in the eyes of collectors? The answer lies in its rarity and the potential for minting errors. While most 1980 pennies are relatively common, there are specific versions that can be extremely valuable. One of the standout features is the presence of a double die error, where the design appears to be struck twice. This creates a distinctive doubling effect on the letters and details of the coin. These error coins are highly coveted by collectors and can command impressive prices. Additionally, there are 1980 pennies with unique mint marks: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Coins produced at the San Francisco Mint, particularly those that are uncirculated or have mint errors, are often more valuable than their Philadelphia and Denver counterparts. In 1980, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but only a few have emerged with noteworthy characteristics. The 1980 S-proof penny is particularly sought after among collectors, as it was made with a special process that gives it a shiny, mirror-like finish. Finding a 1980 penny in uncirculated condition is another treasure hunter's dream. These coins, preserved from the wear and tear of circulation, can dramatically increase in value. It's important to note that while most 1980 pennies are worth just 1 cent, those with unique features can be much more valuable, making them a prized possession for collectors. Now, let's talk about what these coins are worth in today's market. A typical 1980 penny may not be worth much more than its face value, but the rare varieties can fetch staggering sums. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with mint errors or those in exceptional condition. For example, a specific 1980 penny featuring the coveted double die error has been known to sell for an incredible $49,000. So there you have it. The 1980 United States 1-cent coin may look like just another penny, but it has the potential to be a hidden treasure, especially if you happen to find a rare variant or error. If you have any old pennies lying around, it might be time to check your stash. Top 4. We're turning our attention to a little piece of history that could hold incredible value: the 1971 United States 1-cent coin. You might think it's just a penny, but stick around as we uncover its fascinating history, unique features, and why this coin might be worth much more than you expect. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Let's dive into the history of the 1971 penny. This coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny features the beloved image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. Over the years, this coin has become a symbol of American values and resilience. By 1971, the United States was undergoing significant economic changes, marked by inflation and shifting costs in metal production. Interestingly, the penny continued to be primarily made of copper during this time, although the years following would see a transition to a zinc composition. In total, the U.S. Mint produced over 4 billion 1971 pennies, making it a common coin. But don't let that fool you. Within that large mintage lie rare varieties that can be worth a fortune. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1971 penny. On the obverse, you'll see Lincoln's profile, accompanied by the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." These phrases embody the spirit of the nation and pay homage to one of America's most revered leaders. On the reverse side, the coin features the iconic design of the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to Lincoln's legacy. This design was used from 1959 until 2008, representing not just a coin, but a piece of history cherished by many. But what makes the 1971 penny particularly intriguing are the unique features and minting errors that can significantly impact its value. So, what makes the 1971 penny special in the eyes of collectors? The key lies in its rarity and the potential for minting errors. While most 1971 pennies are relatively common, a few rare varieties can make collectors sit up and take notice. One of the most sought-after features is the double die error, where the coin is struck twice, resulting in a distinct doubling effect on the letters and design elements. These error coins are incredibly valuable, and collectors are always on the lookout for them. Additionally, the 1971 S-proof penny, minted in San Francisco, is another variant that captures the attention of numismatists. Proof coins are made with a special process that gives them a polished, mirror-like finish, making them highly desirable for collectors. In 1971, the U.S. Mint produced pennies with different mint marks, P for Philadelphia and S for San Francisco. The mint mark can significantly affect a coin's rarity and value. For example, the 1971 S-proof penny, produced in smaller quantities, is often more valuable than its Philadelphia counterparts. Another exciting aspect of the 1971 penny is that a few coins have been discovered with unique errors or anomalies, such as off-center strikes or unusual die breaks. These characteristics make for thrilling finds in the world of coin collecting. Now, let's discuss the market value of the 1971 penny. Most circulated examples are worth just 1 cent, but rare varieties can reach astonishing prices. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with significant minting errors or those in excellent condition. For instance, a rare 1971 penny featuring a notable double die error has been known to sell for an incredible $55,000, so there you have it. The 1971 United States 1-cent coin may appear to be just another penny, but it could be hiding a world of value, especially if you come across a rare variant or error. If you have some old pennies lying around, now is the time to check your collection. Top 5 and last, we're shining a spotlight on a seemingly ordinary coin that could hold extraordinary value, the 1976 United States 1-cent coin. You might think it's just another penny, but by the end of this video, you'll see just how much this little coin could be worth. So stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1976 penny is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which has been a staple of American currency since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny features the beloved profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. This year is especially significant because it marked the United States bicentennial, celebrating 200 years of independence. In 1976, the U.S. Mint was producing coins during a time of both celebration and economic change. The country was commemorating its history while also dealing with issues like inflation and rising metal costs. Interestingly, the composition of the penny remained primarily copper in 1976, even as discussions about changing the alloy were on the horizon. With over 4 billion 1976 pennies minted, you might assume they're common, but don't be fooled. Within this large production are certain rarities that can command impressive prices in the collector's market. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1976 penny. On the obverse side, we see Lincoln's image, accompanied by the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." These phrases reflect American values and pay homage to one of the nation's most revered leaders. On the reverse side, the coin features the iconic design of the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to Lincoln's legacy. This design was used from 1959 until 2008 and represents not just a coin, but a symbol of American history and heritage. But what truly makes the 1976 penny intriguing are the unique features and minting errors that can significantly impact its value. So, what sets the 1976 penny apart in the eyes of collectors? The answer lies in its rarity and the potential for minting errors. While most 1976 pennies are widely circulated, a few special varieties can capture the attention of serious numismatists. One of the most sought-after features is the double die error, where the coin is struck twice, resulting in a distinct doubling effect on the letters and details. These error coins are highly prized by collectors and can sell for significantly more than their face value. Additionally, there are 1976 S-proof pennies that are particularly coveted. These proof coins are produced in smaller quantities and have a shiny, mirror-like finish, making them highly desirable among collectors. In 1976, the U.S. Mint produced pennies with different mint marks: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. The mint mark can greatly influence a coin's rarity and value. For instance, a 1976 S-proof penny is often more valuable than its Philadelphia or Denver counterparts due to its limited production. Another exciting aspect of the 1976 penny is that some coins have been found with unique errors, such as off-center strikes or unusual die breaks. These distinctive features make for thrilling finds in the world of coin collecting. Now, let's talk about the market value of the 1976 penny. While most circulated examples are worth just 1 cent, rare varieties can fetch astonishing prices. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with significant minting errors or those in pristine condition. For example, one specific 1976 penny featuring a notable double die error has been known to sell for an incredible $51,000, so there you have it. The 1976 United States 1-cent coin may look like just another penny, but it has the potential to be a hidden treasure, especially if you find a rare variant or error. If you have some old pennies lying around, it's definitely worth checking your collection. If you enjoyed today's exploration into the world of rare coins, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting.